So I was gonna get fired from my job, so I quit before I got fired. And I am in the process of trying to join the army. And really don't know the ins and outs, but they said that they can get me a medic job because I scored like a 60, which is average, but also good for being 27. So, or 62. So they got me a medic job, which they're like, we don't know how you got it, but they got it, but I still don't know what it entails and if I'll even get in. I have my brothers and sisters put money together to pay my rent, so I have 2 weeks. And they were like, well, it might be 2 months. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do 2 months. Wait, 4 months. It was 4 months. I was like, I can't wait 4 months. And so I was like, then I'm just not going to do it. I was literally going to unalive myself. Because I'm like, I'm just so tired. I don't want to work anymore. I have such like a victim mindset, and it's crazy because when you grow up your whole life like learned helplessness and then victim mindset, it's not like a switch. Like I physically can't put myself in a different perspective. Like it doesn't like logically I can, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how to explain it. But when I see like stuff happen to me, like this is my life, like I'll cry and I'll feel bad, but like the victim mindset is not something that you can switch on and off. Like I know that I'm a victim, or a victim mindset, but it's just like I really don't deep down know that I don't know how to explain it. But so yeah, they talked to the sergeant and was like, well, we'll try to get you in as fast as we can. And I was like, okay. So I went in, I enlisted, and right now I'm just waiting to see when I ship out. If it's longer than which rent is due on the 1st, then I'm just not, I can't wait that long because I have nowhere else to go. My brake system's going out. It's already out, so I can't drive my car. And so for the past like couple weeks, I've just been scrolling TikTok, and TikTok has just changed my perspective on life. And like I've been trying to like teach myself, so I'll just watch videos of people and then like pick out characteristics that I see in them that I have in myself, and then kind of like teach myself to like, this characteristic is going to get you there if you don't like work on it. So everything I watch, I always try to look for stuff of myself to like teach myself. But yeah, the past couple days it's been hard when you like really realize like how much people don't like black people. And I have internal racism against black people, and so it's harder for me because I understand like how white people see black people, even if they're nice white people, like just because of like how we are, like what's on the news and stuff like that. So I see that part, and then I see like black people. I'm black, so like I know what they're thinking of me because I have that internal racism in me, so it hurts a lot more. And I just like I feel so much shame of being like, I feel the like being black, and like the walking, if you were in a school and no one liked you, like imagine how that would like affect your mental health. And it's just like I feel that like walking around and no one likes me because I'm black, or people think I'm gonna steal because they just see my skin color. And so like that is like really heavy on me right now. And like growing up, I used to hate being black. I used to wish I was white because like everyone around me was white. And now that like I'm letting myself be vulnerable, I feel that like I feel it now. Like I wish I wasn't black because of like the shame I feel. Ugh. It's been rough. And then I realized that I'm like so far into my masculine life that I've ever been before. I'm so in my masculine energy right now because I think it's because I'm like so dopamine, like I don't feel serotonin or anything like that. And I've been scrolling for 16, 17 hours. every day because I have nothing else to do. I can't leave. There's no like windows in my room. I'm so dysregulated, and so I'm just dopamine like just pumping, and like I feel like that makes me more masculine, and I don't know how to explain it, but I feel way more masculine. Like like right now, my like I think of myself taking care of like a girlfriend, like a man would take care of a girl. Like my mind is changing to that, and like it was like a couple weeks ago. It was like I was so in my feminine, and like I want to be take care of. I was doing my nails, my hair, my skincare, and it's like so how I switched so far into my masculine because dopamine, but also because of stress. Stress really, really puts you in your masculine, and yeah, like right now I'm like watching these things, videos of like black guys, and I'll just like see so much in black guys that I see in myself, like super avoidant, super like connections makes me uncomfortable. Like just I'm picking all this stuff that I see in myself because I'm so in my masculine. And it's like it's so crazy because everything that I see in black people, like all these bad traits that I also have in myself, is because of trauma. Like I'm like, why are like black people so mean and so angry all the time? That I'm realizing I'm mean and I'm angry all the time. And it's just like, if you're stressed and in survival mode, you know, you're always like your brain is not gonna like prioritize making you happy. Like it's just your default is just mean and angry. And I'm like, I'm so rude. I'm so like mean, and like I snap, and it's just like I've been in survival mode my whole life. I've been stressed my whole life. Like, why would I care about being nice to people? It's just like all the traits that are like bad in me, and I see in black people. I'm just like, it's because we are a product of our own environment, you know, and not America as an environment, but like like the struggle life, like living in survival mode, like that has its own characteristics, and it's like all of us like black people, we have that just from being in survival mode, being stressed, being in toxic environments our whole lives. It shaped us to where all of our bad characteristics are prominent, and like lack of empathy, like that actually like, yeah, like being in survival mode, you know, your body turns off a lot of stuff to keep you just like moving. And it's like I'm like, how can you treat people like that? How can you do that? Like how can I do like, and it's just like I have no empathy, like none. Like it hurts my body to like put myself in someone else's shoes and be like treat that person the way you want to be treated. Like my body will not understand, like it just won't like click. And I'm just like, a lot of black people, you know, because we're in survival mode so long, we don't have any empathy. And it's just like there's so much, like all of the stuff that you see online, the stealing, the like the takeovers, rudeness, the like getting like aggressive, like that's all because of living in survival mode for 3-4 generations. And that's all, you know, I have that in me too, because like it's passed down. You know, your grandparents were in survival mode, and you know they're this way because of their circumstances, but then they pass it down to their, you know, your mom, and your mom just sees that as a baseline default, like just a way of how to act. And then, you know, even when she is making money, like she's doing great, that's her base level because that's how she saw her mom do. And then, you know, she has you, and it just goes down generations. And it's just like I don't know. It's just sad. It's like just generations of survival mode has shaped us into who we are right now. And it's like that one experiment about the flies. You put the jar in it, and then, you know, you take the jar for a couple days and they never fly out. It's learned helplessness. And it's like we all have learned helplessness. Like we're in America, the land of opportunity, and it's just like, I'm 27, paycheck to paycheck, job to job. Like, I won't even reach for anything because I'm like, I'm not gonna get it. And it sucks because it's like, people are like, just do it. And it's just like, you can't. I don't know how to explain it. But we do, like, I always see stuff on TikToks. Like, we do have a lot of wisdom, but it's so weird because we don't apply it. Like, I'm just talking now about my experiences, but I'll still be like this. Like, I don't apply anything, and there's a lot of black people that are on, TikTok. You'll scroll and they'll have like really intuitive, really like good, wise like information. Then you look at their page, and it's just like ghetto ratchetness, and it's just like there's like a disconnect with us. Like, how do I have all this wisdom and so like sensitive to everything and like really good at reading people, but I'm stuck. I'm down here, and it's like learned helplessness. So I'm pretty low mentally. I'm figuring out so much stuff about myself because I've been in here just like laying around, and it's really scary, actually. It's really scary. My shadow self is dark. It's really dark. And when I was doing ketamine, I was always seeing all this stuff about me. It was showing me stuff that's, about my nervous system, stuff like that. And it's like, so all made sense. And there's one thing that I was like, I just didn't understand, but it was like me. And I was like ascended. I had wings, and I had this evil face, and I go up in the air, and it just evil darkness on me, and it's just like I ascend, and then I open my wings, and I like just like, I don't even know, I didn't scream, but it's like energy just like comes out from me. And I think that is my shadow self. And my shadow is dark. It's very evil, and I have to work through that. It's very scary, like thinking, letting, like your shadow, like you push it, they're just traits that you push down. That's not acceptable. But it's like, if you don't deal with it, then it controls you from behind the scenes. And so I really have to deal with it. And it's just like, it's just scary because like it brings out so much, and going through it, it's hard. And because I have like learned helplessness, it's like another level of scariness. It's because like I don't think I have control over myself, over life. Life happens to me. That's the mindset. And so it's like these scary thoughts that I'm having and stuff like that. Like, it freaks me out because with my mindset, I'm like, this could happen to me. Like, I don't, my mindset's not like, it's not going to happen because I'm never going to let it happen. Like, I will never do that. But it's like, I don't think that way. With like my learned helplessness, I'm like, that could happen to me. Like, what if that happens? What if I do that? And then I get freaked out and start crying. But I as scary as my shadow self is, I have to work through it, and I have to, it's dark. It's dark. but I have to work through it and heal and move forward. So, yeah. I'm scared for my future. I'm scared. Sometimes I'm just like, should I just end it now so that I don't, in my mind, I'm like, people are gonna be like, I told you so. She was never gonna be anything. I'm like, I don't want to prove them right. Then also I'm a control freak. I'm like, I need to know what's next. And I don't know what's next, so it's like, I don't know. But it's just like, I don't want to live out or live and be, a terrible person, because like I don't feel remorse. So it's just like, I'm scared of the consequences, and I'm scared of like the social condemnation. That's the only thing I'm scared of. And that, just thinking about that, like doing something to someone and not caring, like that makes me sad. But it's just like, I don't care. And I feel like, well, I know something's wrong with me. I know something's wrong with me. Like maybe I'm a sociopath, or maybe I have narcissistic traits a lot because of the way I'm developed. Or like maybe my brain was, developed in trauma, so it's, it's messed up. But I know there's something wrong with me. I don't know. Another thing is like, I know that I have an odd face, and it's crazy because, black people were so, confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud, and so we're so like, I'm a 10, and I was literally the same way. And it's just like, you could be so ugly, but you're gonna tell yourself a 10, you're a 10, you're gonna not care about what society thinks about you. And I think that because I'm like, I will see, like, why would you steal? Why would you, put yourself part of like a group that like is hated? Like, why would you put yourself there? And we don't have, our self-awareness, like we turn it off, and so that's how we can do like crazy things and not care. And it's a cope. I have it. And it's like, we can be so ugly and tell ourselves that we're 10s and believe you're 10s and walk around thinking you're 10s. And I'm the same way. Because deep down, you know the people that you want would never want you. Deep down, like, I know. But it's a cope. And it's like, we put, for protection, we put on this big, mean, tough girl persona to get us through life. And it's sad. And it's even sadder when you realize that like everywhere they feel the same way about black people. And we don't really have communities for ourselves. So it sucks when I don't want to walk around thinking I'm a 10 anymore and thinking I'm better than people as a cope, because deep down, when you realize that you're at the bottom of the food chain, like, it hurts. So you have to put these shields on, and but it's just like, I rather just walk around as a 0 at the bottom of the food chain and just survive being a shrimp than thinking I'm a shark. So, and I understand like why a lot of people will never even, you know, let this cross your mind, because like it's like, would you rather just live and have a happy, you know, version of your life, or live in the truth and be miserable? And it's just like, you know, I understand it, but it's just like, I don't want to be delusional anymore. And I don't want to imagine that I'm hot and walk around like I'm hot to keep myself going. It hurts, you know, but I don't want to do it anymore. So it's a lot that I didn't realize. You know, I'm very sensitive, which I didn't even know. I found out recently, you know, when I started healing, but it's just like, I realized why my body did what it did, and why we walk around like we walk around, and you know, all the issues we have. And it's like, even when you get that person to like living a good life, you have to go through so much therapy to rewire your brain to like to drop all these copes. It's a lot, and I want to do it because I want to live authentically in my truth. And you know, one day I will look smacks and fix myself up, but yeah.